have gathered here to celebrate an extraordinary milestone in the life of a remarkable individual, our Guru, Professor J.J.Shah, who is on the threshold of reaching his centenary year tomorrow. Let us all stand up and welcome our esteemed Guru and his family members with a resounding applause reflecting our deep respect, gratitude and warm wishes for this momentous occasion. May I request Professor D.M. Nair and Professor Venkaya to welcome Sir by presenting a bouquet, garlanding him. Myself, Professor Susie Albert, today has immense privilege and an honor to stand before you all and on behalf of all the gathering here, offer my heartfelt congratulations to a teacher who has not only dedicated more than 80 years to the pursuit of knowledge but has also left an indelible mark on countless lives. It is with immense joy and admiration that we celebrate the centenary year of Professor J.J.Shah, a true luminary in the world of academia.
હું ડોક્ટર ધરા ઝવેરી આજે આપ સૌની સામે ઊભા રહીને એક અસાધારણ વ્યક્તિના જીવનને એક અસાધારણ સિદ્ધિની ઉજવણી કરવા એકત્રિત થયા છે ત્યારે હૃદયપૂર્વક સૌનું અભિનંદન કરું છું જેમણે 80 વર્ષથી વધુ સમય જ્ઞાનને સમર્પિત કર્યા છે અને અગણિત જીવન પર પોતાની છાપ છોડી છે અત્યંત આનંદ અને પ્રશંસા સાથે આપણે પ્રોફેસર જે.જે. શાહનું શતાબ્દી વર્ષ ઉજવીએ છીએ જે શૈક્ષણિક જગતના એક સાચા જ્યોતિર્લિંગ છે.
Before we commence the program, let us observe 2 minutes silence to remember and honor Professor Unikrishnan, who was Professor J.J. Shah's sir's first student, Professor S.L. Karnik, Dr. M. Jayabalan, and a few other direct and indirect students of our revered Guru who have departed from us. Now I cordially invite Dr. K. Venkaya to deliver the welcome address. Dr. Venkaya, a PhD student of Professor J.J. Shah, dedicated his efforts in bringing together all the alumni members onto a single platform to coordinate and participate in this gathering.
Myself, Dr. Venkaya, MSc 1977, PhD 1982, Professor J.J. Shah student. I am the 19th student of Professor J.J. Shah. It is my pleasure to welcome all the participants on behalf of alumni for the Centenary Celebrations of Professor J.J. Shah, a living legend and eminent professor. First, I heartily welcome our beloved Professor J.J. Shah, a freedom fighter and eminent professor. I am also inviting Madhukar Shah, his elder son, and his family members, Mrs. Mayuri, Professor J.J. Shah's daughter and her family, Sri Kalpesh Shah and his family, and grandsons and all relatives of Professor J.J. Shah family members. I consider it a great honor to welcome Professor Niranjan Patel, Vice Chancellor of Sardar Patel University. And Professor and Head Department of Biosciences, Dr. Ujjwal Trivedi, and all the staff members. And there are a good number of retired professors from Department of Bioscience, Botany, afterwards Department of Bioscience. Firstly, Dr. J.D. Patel, Dr. K.S. Rao, former Professor, Head Department of Forestry, and Dr. Raman Rao, retired Professor of Department of Biosciences. It is my pleasure to welcome Professor in Department of Botany, Dr. N.S. Krishnaya. All the staff members of Department of Botany, MSc. And I am also inviting all the staff members and retired professors of Nita Pandya and Professor M. Daniel and Professor Arun Arya, retired Professor Anjana Desai, Department of Microbiology, and she also worked before that Department of Botany and Biosciences in Sardar Patel University, Vidyanagar. Afterwards she shifted to my Department of Microbiology, MSc. Though this program is organized by the alumni members of Department of Biosciences, Sardar Patel University, comprising from different states of South India, starting from Kerala, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Gujarat, and Punjab. I also welcome Professor R.R. Chevan, Dr. Pandalai, Dr. Sekuntala from on Google Meet, and all other friends also on Google Meet. Dr. R.R. Chevan from Auckland University, Auckland, New Zealand. Thank you. Once again I invite you all again. Thanks very much.
Thank you for the welcome address, which was truly inspiring. We look forward to the rest of the event with your thoughtful words as our inspiration. With deep respect and gratitude, I invite Professor G.M. Nair, student of Professor J.J.Shah, and the main driving force behind the organization of this gathering today, to deliver the introductory remarks and lead the Guru Vandanam, a tribute that recognizes the profound influence of our revered Guru.
A very good morning to each one of you. Before I say a few words, let me take the blessings of Guru Vandanam. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahman, Asmai Shri Gurave. All blessings to our revered Guru, Professor J.J.Shah, who has nurtured us to this level, all of us, almost every one of us, to this level. Gurus are there everywhere because once you are in the academic profession, you become a Guru. But a Guru would always be with you. For me, for the past 50 years, Professor J.J.Shah Sahab was with me in all my spheres of activity. All my career growth, he was there. But we have a blessed Guru. Every time, he talks to you, he intervenes in all your activities. He would come and advise you in the right way. All throughout my life, all throughout my career, Professor J.J.Shah was with me, monitoring whatever kind of developments in my career I have made and giving me the right advice at the right time. Though I am in Kerala, he used to come quite often to Kerala and invariably meet me when he is in Kerala. He came to Tropical Botanic Garden and Research Institute and blessed me when I was the director of that institute. He came to Botany Department when I was head of the department. He attended a major program at Munnar, INSA program, where all the INSA awardees, FNAs assembled and I gave a lecture. And at that time he gave me valuable tips that how I should mend my ways to specifically address learned people. The lesson that I have learned from him at that time I have followed till now. You will not have a guru like him in your life. As I said, that there can be many gurus, each one of you sitting in front of you. People joining from abroad, people from different parts of the world have come specifically to participate in this meeting. A classical example is Professor Dr. Murugesh. He came 1 month back to India. He met Guru, but then when I said that we are having a meeting this week, he came specifically from Yap Island, Micronesia, traveling, changing 4 planes in the road, taking few days, and he came here only just to witness this. Professor Ramesh Chavan, who is joining online from Auckland, he was one of his favorite students, and then he is joining from Auckland, and also very happy to say that when I said about this program, he said I should do something. I should do something for the Guru. So he is hosting the lunch that is being given today. Thank you, Professor Chavan, for doing that. And also that several other people, many people have come from abroad, specifically to witness this. In spite of the age, I know that we are all aged people, because 50 years, 40 years, between 40 and 50 years we have been with him. Visibly in Vidyanagar, me in Baroda too. And all the times, we have been, all of us are being nurtured by him. So the very reason that such a big crowd drawn from different parts of the country, different parts of the world, have taken pains to come here, came 1 day early, not only for today's function, that he is attaining the age of 100 tomorrow, to his house to attend the puja and take his blessings. What kind of guru he is, See, I don't think that there are many gurus who would get this kind of reverence and love and regards and respect from his students spread in different parts of the world. I tell you, if you look at him, he is 100 years old. Tomorrow he is becoming 100. Now, there is absolutely of course there will be physical problems, but then he is very sharp in his mind. He remembers everyone the moment you say your name, and also that he is in the academic, writing books and reading books, all those things he is doing it even at this point of time. So I feel so happy, elated that I could be a part of organizing committee of this. And many people, in fact, the person who instigated me to manage this is Dr. Subramanian. He said that we should have a program, and we should also have some other perennial programs to be instituted in his name, that we will do it later. But understand that this is an occasion. I have not addressed anybody, because if I address everyone, someone would feel bad, because I have to speak the names of everyone, because all of you are important for me. So I don't specifically say any names, but all of you are dear to me, close to me. We have interacted sometime during our career and life. Many of the people have said, just put a telephone call. Anjana Desai, for that matter, just I called her. I said, you please do come. She said, I'm coming. And like many people I've called, and all of them have come in. Professor Apparao, of course, he used to come specifically on different occasions here. He was the Vice Chancellor of Central University of Hyderabad. The only student of Professor J.J.Shah who became a Vice Chancellor rose to the level of. Please stand up and let's take him to. This is so the satisfaction a guru has is when his students, he was telling me in the morning, that my students have grown up more than me. I said, that's what is expected. But then he said that you are all my gurus. I said, never, because there is only one guru. You cannot become a guru. Because you will be guru to your disciples, your students. But no, you cannot become a guru of guru. So guru is always with you. And he is such a great person, an institution builder, a freedom fighter. And then maybe in the academic field, world over, he was known. And a person who has worked on different aspects. Probably people brand him as plant anatomy person. I don't say that. He started with anatomy and he explored into different areas of biology. If you look at the kind of problems that the students have worked out, you would realize from experimental biology to cell biology to electron microscopy to pollen pistil interaction, you name it, that he had nurtured them into different disciplines. I also believe in that because after some time you don't put your hands to work, you work through your students. They teach us because students come with new ideas, they come out with new problems to be unraveled. So they would learn techniques and teach us, and likewise I know that we all have learned these techniques. I have worked on 3 different aspects with him. As a student, as a PhD student, as a person who was working as a research technician over there, and then later to MS University, Baroda, where I worked as a lecturer. Fortunately, Professor J.J.Shah came there also as an emeritus professor. He was with me, and we jointly guided students. We had a project together. Dr. Susi, who is the major organizer of this, and Dr. Murugeshan, who has come all the way from Yap Island. They were our combined students at the last lab of Professor J.J.Shah. But unfortunately, I had to leave them in the lurch, mainly because I had to go for another job in Kerala, because you always love. But I felt so bad to leave them stranded, and in between I had to leave the place. But they understood. Professor J.J.Shah told me, please don't look at them, I'll manage them. You go and join, because that is your career. That's very important. So I tell you, you don't have many gurus like him. The kind of love all of you give him, and I am sure that he will live for many more years like this, because he doesn't have any much of his, medical problems. Only physical thing, of course, as you know, that age would definitely reflect it onto. There is no anti-aging process available. But then I am sure that like this, he is going to live forever. Maybe that he might outlive many of us. So I am so happy that you all came from different parts of the country, from different parts of the world, and maybe it's a blessing in disguise. So we started with pandemic, that we have all shifted to the online programs, but then it has helped us, but then it has made damage too. So this is one. But then obviously all these people could connect and participate in this mainly because of this blessing that we have. So my dear friends, my colleagues, my gurus, many of you, Professor J.D. Patel, I was my second guru in Sardar Patel University. I learned so many things from him. Unfortunately, Professor Kothari could not come because he was supposed to come. My colleagues in MS University, Professor Daniel, Dr. Krishnaya, my great friend Professor Arya, and Sandhya, of course, she always say that I was his teacher. So whenever I meet at different parts of the country in some of those SCRB, DST meetings, so she comes as my own student, I couldn't, the way she your student is there, your student is there. So maybe that I felt so bad, she is professor and a very senior person, but she was happy to say that. So likewise, we have so many friends who have come here, family members of J.J.Shah, because I know I used to be a frequent visitor to your family. I used to come there. Madhukar Bhai, Kalpesh, Ankur for a matter, because his name comes quite often in our mind, because it's one of those successful persons. He controls ICIC Bank, actually. So he always, whenever Professor J.J.Shah speaks about Alpur, he speaks all great things about him. So I feel so happy to listen from him that how proud he is that his grandson has been a very big figure in ICIC Bank. He will be joining us. Has he come?
He's on the way.
Okay, he's on the way. He will be joining, and many people. And I was very happy when I heard from Professor Ujjwal Trivedi, the present head of the Department of Biosciences Department, that the Vice Chancellor of MS University wants to join, and he is coming. He will come on his own. Anytime you walk in. The reason that is Professor J.J.Shah has written a book, and Professor Professor Niranjan has edited the book, and it was a Sanskrit, plants in the Sanskrit literature. And the present Vice Chancellor is a Sanskrit person. So he said that his reverence, his happiness, his closeness to Professor J.J.Shah, he wishes to come here, and I'm sure that he will be joining me today. So such a big crowd in front of us. We feel really happy and proud that our Guru is revered and respected and loved by everyone all over the world. Many have come with families, though their family members might not have been in contact with him, but then the way we speak to them about Professor J.J.Shah and his great things that he has done as a Guru, as a friend, as a philosopher, as well as a guide, as well as a leading force in your life and career. That's what I said. 50 years he has been with me, in my mind, in my all deeds. Professor J.J.Shah used to be with me, and I have no words to express my gratitude. Wherever I have grown, whatever growth I have made in my career, it's all because of him. Maybe my capabilities to minuscule, because probably you also should have some kind of capabilities, but then you need to have somebody as a driving force in front of you to emulate things that is available. I have emulated several things from him. To my students, 30 students have taken this. I'm so happy that Professor J.J.Shah has guided only 29 students. His student has guided 30 students for PhD, so all of them have completed, and all of them in different disciplines. Professor J.J.Shah taught me that don't spoon feed them. Don't give them the problems to work. Let them come out with work. That's what I said, that you learn so many things. You get updated, you become skilled, because you will not be able to work with your hands when you are. So such a great personality is being revered, honored today. On behalf of all of you, I have great pleasure to wish him a very, very happy 100th birthday, sir. And also that wish him a long life. I'm sure that he's a person, even at this time, he doesn't allow anyone to aid him, to help him. He wants to do everything by himself. That's what Alpesh told me. And I told him that, can we make him sit here for 3 hours? He said, no, we'll make it to 8 hours, he will sit here. And that's the kind of greatness. Sir, I'm so happy that you're here. And let me, on behalf of all of you, I'm sure that all of you have come with shawls to adorn him. But I feel that it would be very uncomfortable for him, because you have bought a new item from a shop and there will be a lot of dust and problems, So if you put him on him, and I'm concerned about his health, please don't do it. In his hand, and probably you can give roses to him, because that is the most safe thing that you can give to him. So let me, as I have a privilege to do that, so I only will adorn him with a shawl. Thank you. Anyway, Venkaya has because he is the second anyway.
This incredible milestone, let us reflect upon the countless lives that have been touched, the minds that have been nurtured, and the futures that have been transformed by the wisdom shared by our extraordinary educator.
આ અવિશ્વસનીય સીમારેખાની ઉજવણી કરવા માટે આપણે એકત્રિત થયા છીએ ત્યારે આપણે આપણા અસાધારણ શિક્ષક દ્વારા વેચવામાં આવેલા જ્ઞાન દ્વારા પ્રભાવિત અગણિત જીવન પોષવામાં આવેલા મન અને ભવિષ્ય પર વિચાર કરીએ.
We now invite all individuals from the gathering one by one to step forward, introduce themselves and honor our esteemed Guru by gracing the occasion with your presence and extending your heartfelt felicitations. As Professor G.M. Nair has already said, on a safety ground, requesting to kindly present the shawl in Professor J.J.Shah's hand and not to adorn him. Now we invite Professor J.D. Patel, student of our Guru, who had a long association with Professor J.J.Shah, to express and convey his felicitation.
Every time we did not stand. Hello. For every time we need not stand. It's very difficult.
બે શિક્ષકોએ ખૂબ મહત્વનો ભાગ ભજવેલો. હાઈસ્કૂલમાં અમારા પ્રિન્સિપાલ શાંતિલાલ દયાશંકર ભટ્ટ અને બીજા 90 વર્ષીય અને ઉપર બીજા 10 વર્ષીય એવા 100 વર્ષીય જયસુખ જગમોહનદાસ શાહ. બંનેમાં એક જ સમાનતા જોઈ મેં. બંનેમાં માં છે. બંને ગુરુઓમાં મેં માને જોઈ છે. માની પાસે તમે ગમે તે કરી શકો, રિસાઈ શકો, ઝઘડી શકો અને પ્રેમી પણ શકો. અને માં એની સામે શું આપે? ફક્ત હેત, હેત અને હેત. શાહ સાહેબ સાથે મારો નાતો 1965 થી શરૂ થયો અને હજુ હમણાં જ 15 દિવસ પહેલા અમે ફોન ઉપર પણ એક 10-15 મિનિટ સુધી વાત કરેલી, ત્યાં સુધી લંબાયેલો છે. ઘણા ઉતાર ચઢાવ આવ્યા હશે જિંદગીમાં, પણ એક વસ્તુ હંમેશા હૃદયમાં રહી છે કે એમણે મને વિચારતો કર્યો, સમજતો કર્યો, લોજિકલી થિંકિંગ કરતો જોયો અને એક કુંભાર જેમ માટલું ઘડે એવી રીતે મને ઘડ્યો છે. તમને ખબર હોય તો માટલું ઘડતી વખતે માટી કાચી હોય, ઉપરથી ટીપણું મારતા હોય, પણ ટીપણું મારે તો માટી તૂટી જાય. એ માટી તૂટે નહીં એટલે નીચે હાથ પણ દે છે અને ઉપરથી ટપણા મારે છે. બસ આ મને મોટામાં મોટો લાભ મળ્યો છે. સાહેબ, આપ માનસિક રીતે પણ ખૂબ જ સતર્ક છો, હૃદયથી હજુ પણ એવાની વાત કોમળ છો અને હવે આપની તબિયત ખૂબ સારી રહે, તમને જે કંઈ ગમે છે એ બધું જ કરો અને 125 વર્ષની અમે ઉજવણી કરીએ ત્યારે અમે બધા એમાં સામેલ રહીએ એવા આશીર્વાદ આપશો.
We invite Dr. M.N.B. Nair, PhD student of Professor J.J.Shah. Shah sir supervised his work on the phloem in pteridophytes. I invite him to express his sincere gratitude to our esteemed sir.
Professor J.J.Shah, his family, all my colleagues and friends. I wish and pray to God many happy returns for my professor. I worked with him from 1973 to 86. I did my PhD and then worked as a CSIR associate, as a UGC professor there. Then I shifted to Delhi. But one thing which I learned from him is coming in time. You have to keep your time. I never left any function. I never became late because of his advice. That is one thing which I learned from him. Hard work, sincerity, and that has taken me to all these years. I am still working. I retired 15 years ago, still working as a emeritus professor in one of the university. I still travel. I follow his advice. One thing which I learned from him is that as you hear, you control your food. That is what I did. Still I am going strong. I wish him again very happy future life. I am going to present him one of the book which I have written, what we have done together. Fudanam and major uses of food that I am presenting him. I also present a shawl with that, but I am not going to put it over him. I also have another duty of my senior, was E.C. Raju. He could not come. He requested me to, on behalf of him, to give one shawl to him. I wish all of you, I also wish all of you great future, live long life, serve the country. I did not stop working only because I want to serve the community. That is what I do. So I hope that everybody will again serve the community, serve the country. We will have a great future. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Now, there are few people who have joined from abroad, especially Professor Chavan from Auckland. It's going to be late for him if you prolong. So we will have all these people who are online now to speak a few words.
It's with deep respect. I offer my pranams to the feet of my Guru, about whom I am proud, about whom I always have the highest regard in my life. Because of him, today I am who I am in New Zealand, Auckland. I was a student for between 77 and 81. It is very interesting that I met my professor. Not that I wanted to work with him first, but when I came to Vadodara University to do some kind of tissue culture work with Professor Mehta, he was not having a place for me because already PhD students were there. At that point he said, Ramesh, if you want to work in your scientific field, join one of the most reputed Professor J.J.Shah. Well, it indicates that Professor Mehta, the regard that we had for our group. When I went to Professor Shah, he also said, Ramesh, I don't have any PhD students now at the moment to offer. No positions are there. But one of the most beautiful things I saw then was, he took me into the department. He showed each and every faculty and he introduced me to each and every head of the department in the faculty. And then asked me, Ramesh, you can choose any one of them for your PhD program and I give you the result. And that is the aspect that we really bad. You know? Basically, I should not talk about myself. I was a rank student and no teacher will leave out any rank student for other. But my sir, my guru said, you choose whom you want. Then at that moment I decided I must work only with Professor Shah. Well, I was quite adamant. Then still, because of the lack of positions, he reiterated, I don't have a position. I said, okay, I will get back to Bangalore. And I was about to leave. Then Professor, he said, Ramesh, sit down for a while. And then he spoke to the Vice Chancellor and he asked Vice Chancellor that all the faculties should be given extension of PhD positions. And immediately he got me a position for PhD. That was the beginning of my academic life. And he fought for me, the Vice Chancellor, to get a position. This is one aspect that shows that Professor was always believing in merited people and he wanted to help all the students. That is the most beautiful aspect I saw it. And very interesting thing happened after 3 months. After 3 months, I went to Professor and I told him, look, whatever anatomy you have given me to do, I am not satisfied. Perhaps this is the root shock of my guru. You know, a person who offers you a PhD position after fighting long for me, to hear from his own student that I was not satisfied with the PhD problem. I was under the impression that he may be angry on me. The most beautiful thing that happened was, Professor asked me, Ramesh, sit down. And you please talk to me what you exactly want me to do. Then he suggested to talk. I expressed my interest in stats and maths to do in my PhD. He said with a smile, go ahead and do the work. And that is the reason that the PhD that was given to me turned out to be the culmination of mathematical modeling and statistical union with biology. That propelled me myself. This shows that Professor never insisted anything on anyone. He gave complete freedom to his school. for which I am highly grateful. More than that, he sent my PhD to Catherine South, clean up anatomy. And when she got the appreciation, he said, my child has done it. That is the view. And that's how I started looking at my professor with lot of reverence. I thank him for all the beautiful things he has done for me. And I pray that God will bless his family and all the people, all his students, to bless him with a peaceful life, a divine, healthy life. That would inspire the future generation. Thank you, sir, for all the beautiful things that you have covered on me. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you very much for your good words, great words, and also that your gesture to sponsor the lunch hosted today. Thank you very much, and it's well appreciated by big people sitting over here. And thank you very much, and go on continuing your love and regards for Professor. Thank you very much.
Professor R.C. Pandalai, who has also joined us remotely to share his memories with our Guru.
Can I speak now?
Please.
Yes, sir.
The thing is that I am not able to see Professor at all. Can you please at least focus on him and I can see him once, his face.
That's only for
No, whatever it be. Actually, I was planning to come there with my family, but I was not able to do that because of some reasons. But I am sure that I will be able to do it, and I will definitely do it in the future months when I am little free and when I am little more healthy. Now, at this moment, I do not know what to tell to such a great professor. Because I know that whatever I have achieved is only because of him. I cannot speak much. I wish him all the best and a very happy and healthy life in the remaining days. I would like my wife also to say one line.
Sir, happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday, many happy returns of the day. Hope you remember me. I am Ambika. We will be coming to see you soon, sir. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. I am not able to speak. Thanks a lot.
That's enough. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dr. Shakuntala.
We invite Dr. Shakuntala.
Good morning, everybody. I pronounce to you, and I wish you in advance a happy and special birthday, 100 years birthday. And I also wish my Guru, Dr. J.J. Patel, in a way, I am your grand student. Hope you remember me. Thank you.
We'd like to invite Dr. A.R.S. Menon, who is also joining us remotely, to share a few words in honor of our esteemed Guru.
Good morning to all of you. This is Jaysukh Mohan. I want to wish Professor Shah. Sir, wish you many happy returns of the day. Happy birthday to you. I could not attend because of some domestic compulsions. I I'm away from Valavidyanagar. Good to see all of you in this function. Thank you very much.
We invite Dr. S.V. Subramaniam, the only student academician of Professor J.J.Shah, who has turned out to be an industrialist, to express his gratitude to our Guru.
प्रोफेसर शाह सर, आपको we wish you a very happy and healthy birthday. And I think one of the students who graduated from the academics and got into an industry. I think it was a venture that very few people do. This venture I could do because of the foundation that I got from Professor Shah. Because when I was doing my PhD, I saw many guys that they used to spoon feed their students. Like what is to be done, how it is to be interpreted, how it is to be written, and all those things. But when it comes to Professor Shah, whenever we used to have a monthly meeting with him, once in a month we used to have a meeting with him. And in the meeting, he used to put only questions. He never gave the answers to the problems we have. Now, when we used to get frustrated a little bit because the other people are at an advantage, and Professor Shah's students are we are at a disadvantage in that respect at that particular time, because our perspective was like that, because the other people have an advantage and Professor Shah is not supporting us in any way. Then like that, he never used to spoon feed us like that. You do the things like this, you do the things like that. So that gave us kind of this thing. We had to struggle. We had to discuss with our seniors. Our seniors used to be MNB and Professor G.M. Nair. They used to be our seniors at that time, and they used to train us in some of the techniques that laboratory techniques and all. They used to train us. But Professor Shah, we used to go only for a discussion, maybe for about half an hour to 1 hour discussion in month. We used to go, and this is the kind of interaction we used to have. And we also used to see like and when after about 3 years time, when I asked for when I said that I want to submit my thesis, he said, no, you're not mature enough to take a PhD at this age. Then finally he has allowed me to submit the thesis, and because of that kind of a training, we could really sustain in the industry, because how the industry works. It's a highly competitive world. There are so many people, especially in industry, when you are heading the R&D department, all the people, whenever there is a problem on the floor, they say, what this fellow is doing, let him bring and let him solve the problem. That is the kind of stress you have on the floor. You need to address the problem. You don't get time. I'll give a solution tomorrow. It doesn't happen. They say, no, you come and then give us a solution on the floor. That is how the industry works, a process industry works. That kind of a confidence in ourselves to execute those, execute the work, as well as advising the production people. So that kind of a confidence was just, we got it because of Professor Shah. had he spoon fed us during our time, probably I think would have been no, one of the I think worst failures in our lives. I think he sculpted all our lives, especially all his students' lives, and definitely we are indebted to him for this kind of a training he has given us. And with that, I conclude this, and I again wish him a very, very happy and long life, and may God bless him with all the health and peace. Thank you very much.
I invite Dr. Kalava Venkaya for expressing her.
Myself, Dr. Venkaya, retired university professor of forestry, University of Research, Bangalore. My association with the Department Botany related to Department of Biosciences was accidental. It was somehow I came to know when I was searching for a MSc seat in Madhya Pradesh, University of Ujjaini, Sardar and Bhopal University. I have come across and I came to Vidyanagara. And many of my friends before me expressed about Professor J.J.Shah and his parties all the time. But I will touch other areas like number one is equality. So he created facilities in the Department of Biosciences. Afterwards, I have not come across anywhere in our country like Forest Research Institute. There are Indian Research Technology Division of Bangalore and other universities. And that is the facilities are not only for Professor J.J.Shah students. These are meant to open for all the students of Department of Botany, afterwards Biosciences, and all faculty members. That makes it more equality. And he also created a lot of unity among staff, because he used to treat all the faculty members are equal. And just now Dr. R.R. Chevan expressed how he was joined in Department of Botany. When he came, Dr. Jaysukh Jagmohandas not accepted. He has taken to all the faculty members and introduced it. And informed that you select now. I am not taking. Then at that time, then he was more interested to join under Professor J.J.Shah because he came from Bangalore University to MS University, Baroda. There some methods of recommended J.J.Shah because he was not having any vacancy. And J.J.Shah was also not having a vacancy. He said, I am sorry, I don't have any vacancy. You can join any other faculty member. He said, no, I want to join with you, sir. Then he said, I don't have. And when he was about to leave, Professor J.J.Shah phoned to administrative office and created another seat for each. So there comes equality. Then unity among all students is to treat all the students equal, whether it is X or Y, no different. Whoever comes, for example, Dr. Apparao goes to him, immediately he will attend. Dr. Bhimarao goes, Dr. Prasad goes, Dr. Syam Prasad goes, he will attend. There is no discrimination. That is another one. As a result, what happened? Among all student unity is there. All worked together, all progressed together. We all, I am also J.J. student, 19th student, PhD 19th student. The lab number is 9. Always this 9 lab number is always having 9 researchers. For example, M.M. Nair, G.M. Nair, Subramaniam, myself, R.R. Chevan, Karnik, Syam Prasad, Pandalai, Babu, Jayavaram, then Ramaya, like that. Every day, lab number 9 will have 9 research scholars. Similarly, other faculty members are also having fellowships. Then, this is all about his qualities. The facilities created were excellent and allowed to use all, and he has given to liberty to us. Especially Professor J.J.Shah gave a lot of liberty to his students, and we utilized all the facilities and used to guide periodically one day in a month. we will have a direct interaction before a microscope. It is having a dual. So you will sit up in front of me, then I will show the slide, you will question me, I will answer. Like that it was going on. Then another thing is knowledge. Due to all this freedom, facilities in the department, we got good knowledge. So this knowledge, how it has created an impact, because I have learned knowledge from Department of Botany. Knowledge is power, but how this power I utilize it in the society, impact in the society, I will tell you. So first thing is, so the course Vadodara was offered in 1977, last semester. Then myself, Subramaniam and one Soham Pandey were the 3 students offered that course. Supposed to, Professor J.J.Shah was supposed to teach us, but he assigned number 6 PhD student of J.J.Shah, Dr. J.D. Patel. But J.D. Patel is not that much simple. He was very good in subject. Just like J.J.Shah is having knowledge in plant anatomy, morphology, etc., etc. But Dr. J.D. Patel taught one course in one semester. It reflects that he is having a good knowledge, good depth in wood anatomy. That wood anatomy course itself changes, lot of changes among us. If you take Dr. Subramaniam, the wood anatomy where fiber, actually paper and pulp industry is made by wood fiber or bamboo fiber or grass fiber, sugarcane fiber. And he studied, improved his fiber properties, then morphological properties, etc. applied in the research and development of paper. He produced, increased tons of fiber. So ultimately, the benefit goes to the, for example, you work in Tamil Nadu Paper Limited, that goes to the paper mill only. For example, you take one doctor treats a patient cured, that the credit goes to doctor. One doctor, one surgery he makes, then the credit goes to that surgery one. But teaching is not like that. Teaching is a noble profession, national building profession, mother of all professions. Okay. Then in my case it is different. Because with the knowledge gained from J.J.Shah in plant anatomy, morphogenesis, and knowledge from PM Mehta, physiology, ecology, taxonomy from J.J.Shah, and made me to widen this subject. As a result, I entered wood science. This knowledge, wherever I applied, I was selected. First I was selected in CSR complex, now it is known as National Institute of Himalayan Resources and Biotechnology, where I was assigned as Scientific Research and Technology Division. Then I shifted to, then I thought that this is R&D, continuously then I will be trapped here only. I was interested at that time teaching, because teaching is a noble profession, mother of all professions. So I applied for University, Dr. Y.S. Parmar University of Horticulture and Forestry, Solon, and selected and started my entire career change due to one course, that is plant anatomy followed by wood anatomy. I taught BSc forestry students, MSc forestry students, PhD forestry students guided also. When Subramaniam is producing lot of tons of paper, and I started producing lot of students having expertise in wood anatomy. This is the impact in the society due to me. So maybe it is Dr. Y.S. Parmar University of Horticulture and Forestry staff members, especially wood science, or Jammu Kashmir, or University of Agriculture Bangalore. Most of my students are teaching wood science. Not only that, and I also trained, gave special lectures for students for Indian Forest Service. So many students were once, there is ITC Paper Mill Limited, BSc students, 20 students were selected directly as assistant manager of plantation, ITC Vadodara Paper Mill. So many of my students were selected as a trained forest officer, SCF, CF, and IFS. So these people are managing forests systematically, scientifically, and wildlife also. This is my knowledge impact on the society. So another thing is courage. Courage, how it has come, because I studied in Sardar Patel University. Sardar Patel University, SV University is named after Sardar Patel. Again, when I am in a problem, I remember. So I have studied in Sardar Patel University. Why should I apply? So I used to raise my hand. So as a result, I became Teachers Association Vice President also, Indian Academy of Food Science Vice President, then editor in Journal of Tree Sciences, etc., etc. So as a result, I have organized many functions in universities like College Day, Campus Day, Youth Festival, etc., etc. Now come to the Professor J.J.Shah. Professor J.J.Shah. Professor J.J.Shah, health is normal, and due to first one is his family members. Calculation, continuous effort. Same time, his students. Periodically, students are meeting him, so that he is having some sort of zeal in his mind. Moreover, not only this thing, he uses his brain most of the time. He reads, he paints, he also developed one park in the freedom fighters colony. If this continues, besides this, one is 25% students, 25% himself, and 50% lion shares go to the family. Because morning to evening they take. This will continue, so sir. And today we are celebrating our birthday, means tomorrow, 99th birthday, 99 completing today, entering tomorrow 100. So if this continues, we will certainly celebrate 110th birthday also. Thanks.
See, each one sitting in front of me has the right to speak and felicitate. We don't discriminate, but we have put a few names in the list, in the brochure that we released. So we call him the names, all the others. You may have several anecdotes, several experiences with him to speak. But then, obviously, by 1 o'clock we will have to conclude this. So we have only 1.5 hours. Please restrict yourself, be disciplined, speak a few words which is unique to you about him, and then felicitate. Thank you.
Dr. S. Shyam Prasad.
J.J.Shah.
J.J.Shah.
This is the rarest of rare issue. We are all in this hall are very fortunate, very fortunate. Celebrating centenary year is not a simple thing. That too is healthy, and our professor is my God, mentor, and my guide. I don't know how to express. I don't have any words to speak because he treats me as his child. He treats me as Kalpesh. He treats me as Madhukar because I have more association with him. Since when we joined in 76 in the department, whenever some function or some lectures are there, when anybody comes late to the auditorium, he used to say, "You are the cream of the society. When you are doing mistakes, what about the fate of the society?" He used to say that I remember this day and I am following that thing. I never do mistake. We are the cream of the society. The hall is filled with cream of the society. And afterwards, when we visited Vadodara, actually one more thing I wanted to say. I am not in academics. I am the only student of Professor Shah who is not in academic field. He introduced me share market. When I used to get UGC scholarship of 400 rupees at that time, he used to say, "You please invest in shares, you apply for some public issues." Like that I got in that field. I am in that field now. And when we visited Baroda in 1995, I invited him to my place, Vijayawada. Sincerely, immediately he said yes, and he visited us within 1 month to Vijayawada and stayed with us. At that time, Madam was also there. They were in my home for 3 days. That is the most happiest moment for me at that time. At that time, I organized a get-together at Vijayawada. That is the first occasion in Andhra Pradesh we felicitated him like anything. Afterwards, in 2010, again we came here to Baroda to visit his place, and at that time he has shown all the photographs of 95 to me, and he was having a lot of tears at his eyes at that time when we visited his house at Freedom Fighters Colony. We loved him, we loved like anything. And again, what is the one more thing I wanted to say? In 2011, we organized a alumni meet at Vijayawada in Hotel Gateway in a big way. In 80 members attended, it's a great success. At that time, I invited him to my son's marriage in the same year. Within a span of 6 months, he visited my place again in the same year 2 times. That is the great at that age. In 2017, my daughter's marriage was there. I sent an invitation. I asked his blessings to my daughter, and I told him, please sir, you please don't attend. Please give blessings to me, because his age was 94 at that time. That is those are the moments which I have more association with him. In 2015, Professor Apparao got appointed as Vice Chancellor University of Hyderabad. At that time, we felicitated him, Professor Apparao, in Hyderabad. At that time also he came to Hyderabad to bless Apparao and all others. At that time, in his speech, he told Professor Apparao, you are now Vice Chancellor, and you concentrate on research, not only administration. Research is permanent. Vice Chancellor and administration is very temporary. Your research work will be very useful to the society. At that time, those are the words he has given at that time. Like that, so many instances are there. Again, he came to Hyderabad in 2019 to attend the marriage of Professor Apparao's son. At that time, in 2021, in Guru Purnami, we celebrated at Guntur. At that time, he came to Guntur also, during Corona time. And at that time, we felicitated him. He is a Guru. Guru means, one slogan I will tell. Tadvitti pranipatena pariprasnena sevayo upadekshinchite gnanam gnanina sattvadarshine. The meaning is, we have to reach the teacher and serve him with obedience and ask whatever doubts we have. At that time only he will give knowledge to us. That is the great sloka in Bhagavad Gita. That is we have to, everything we have to follow. Like that, he came to Hyderabad in 2021 and he invited us and he hosted a dinner at ITC Kohinoor in Hyderabad. Those so many moments like that, there is no time to speak all those things. And I am closely associated with Kalpesh boy, Madhukar boy and his Ankur. So many times visited in Hyderabad and like that. And I am in share market, not in academics. All are very big people here, vice chancellors, professors, head of the department, scientists, but I am in business. Sir, thank you. Pranamam to you. I don't have any words. I cannot express my love to you. Pranamam to you.
Now I invite Dr. A.M. Babu.
That definition is perfectly fitting to Shah. I remember in 1980, immature, very weak person without any self-confidence or determination. But when I came out in 1986, I was not only qualified, but I had grown up to a mature person, competent to take on the life. That was the training I got from my Guruji. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And I am proud to say I maintained the relation with the Professor Shah throughout these years. We were in touch through mails, through telephone calls, and lately through social media. And very surprising, at this age also, he is very active in Facebook, and he writes comments on the posts of his friends. And I am a photographer.
I regularly post my photos and videos in my page, and the professor puts his remarks in most of my photographs. And most of the time it was, the words were of appreciation and congratulations. But there was occasions where he reverted back to his grade and I became a student. And I enjoyed it. For example, one example I will tell you. Some insects are my favorite subject for photography. Once I found a curious phenomenon I could not understand. I could not get any reference in the internet. And I discussed with a couple of entomologists I know. They also could not explain it. Then I posted the photographs with my own assumption, telling that it is a probability. To that, my Guruji wrote, Babu, with one observation, you should not make such a conclusion. That was a wonderful command. I used to hear 35 years back, very often from his mouth, while observing the slides across a dual-headed microscope. Babu, with one observation, you cannot make a conclusion. I like it, sir. Sir, you, at this age also, we are all aged. At this age also, you continue to inspire us. You continue to show light to us. That is very great, sir. Your life is a life of achievement, life of fulfillment. Please live long, live healthy, to inspire us and to advise us. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Many, many, many happy returns of the birthday. Thank you, sir.
Now we invite Professor Apparao Pudil, the only Vice Chancellor student of Professor J.J.Shah, to grace us with his presence and express his love and feelings for our Guru.
Vice Chancellor of Hyderabad University. Hyderabad University is third or fourth in the country, and he was the Vice Chancellor.
Esteemed Professor J.J.Shah, his family members, Madhukar Bhai, Kalpesh Bhai, Mayur Ben, and his all other family members. I may not be remembering the names of all of them. Of course, I remember Ankur's name very well. My seniors, maybe partly teachers, like Professor G.M. Nair, several others who are Professor Venkaya, so many others are seniors to me. My teachers are sitting here. Professor J.D. Patel, who taught us genetics. The Suzuki's analysis, genetic analysis book. And Professor Anjana Madam, who taught me basics of microbiology, which I am practicing today. Colleagues, my contemporaries, most of your names I am familiar with. Faculty members from my own department, Biosciences, faculty members from MS University of Baroda, and other invited guests. At the outset, I would like to greet Professor Shah on completion of 99 years. And tomorrow he is going to start his centenary year. It's a very special occasion, sir, for all of us. And that's where we all wanted to be with you on this occasion. And I would like to extend my greetings from myself, on my behalf, and also on behalf of my wife, who could not join. because she was very much interested to attend this function, but for some reasons which I explained to you, she could not be here. I'm his student, yes. He taught me in MSc. He gave me an opportunity to work with him for PhD, but I did not take it. Slightly different from what Dr. Chauhan has explained. When I went to Vidyanagar, it was because of Dr. Raman Rao Garu, who is my cousin, sitting here in the group, in the audience now. He gave me an application to take admission to Sardar Patel University Bioscience Department, and which I, for some reasons, because I was into a job, I gave it to my friend and he took admission. And he got admission and he already took admission and joined the department. In a spurt of moment, I resigned the job after that, and I was looking for MSc opportunity and I didn't know what to do. I accompanied my friend to Vidyanagar and we approached Professor Shah. He was kind enough to consider the case, and by then the classes were started and he admitted me to botany department. And that's the link that I have with him, let me tell you honestly. That is the first link that I have with Professor J.J.Shah, and for which, if I am today, if any one of you consider that I have done something in science, or as he has appreciated, as he has mentioned, if I became Vice Chancellor of a university, which is one of the top ranking universities in the country, all that was because of his kindness, that he offered me admission after all the classes have started, when I have not even applied at that time. He gave me special consideration, and that's the highest regard that I will have for him for my lifetime. And for such a teacher who has been a disciplined man, and many of you have already mentioned about it, for me, always I remember two things about his punctuality part. When we were in second semester, he was teaching us, he was sharing a course with Professor J.D. Patel. Environmental science, environmental biology was the course. And that class used to start at 2 o'clock. Some of my friends came and knocked the door at 2:04 or 2:03, something like that. He just looked at the watch. He didn't say anything. He looked at the watch. Is my watch fast or your watch slow? That was the message. And in third semester, when he was teaching us anatomy, we used to have, I'm sure all of us remember, the concept of bell. The bell will ring at the end of the class. That's the beginning of the next class. When the bell is ringing, you can always invariably find him on the staircase. That means he already left his room and he is about to get into your classroom. That's the punctuality that he has maintained. And I always remember that, and I tried my best. I think Professor Nair made a special mention about that. I always remember that kind of a discipline, punctuality, and kind of things from him. There are many other things, like Professor G.M. Nair will not allow me to speak for long, and I don't want to do that. There will be so many things for us to tell about a teacher. And each one of you, you are going to share some special things about you. But for me, there are a couple of other things which after that I will close. When I joined for PhD, when we were about to complete Masters, that was the time he got a network project from DST. That's on Gayul rubber plant. It's not the other rubber plant. That plant, when he got the project, he asked me, Rao, if you're interested, you can join for PhD with me. By then I already took a decision that I should join Professor Dubey for PhD, and therefore I have not taken his offer. It's a rare thing that happens, that professor offers and then you don't accept it. He's so great that he never bothered about that. after I joined for PhD, the reputation that I had in my lab was, if you want anything from department, let Apparao sign the indent. Professor Shah will definitely give that. He never kept it in mind that I have not joined his lab, and he always encouraged me in my research activity, and that was the biggest thing that I can quote. And when he offered a course, that was for the first time, if I remember right, he offered a course on scientific writing as a pre-PhD course. I was very much afraid, but most of you were very happy in photo microscope examination that used to qualify easily, and I was always afraid of that, and I was not able to do that well. But he offered a course, scientific writing. I didn't know, just a fresh PhD student, I was not knowing what is that scientific writing and all about. He taught us for about 15 hours. For him, 15 hours means every hour has 60 minutes, not 59 minutes. 60 minutes means 60 minutes. And that kind of training that he has given to us and in scientific writing, many things what he has shown to all of us, why I think all of us are here because of some very special things that we have seen in him, and that's where we are all here. Today in science, and in particular in higher education, all of us are looking at ethics in publications, ethics in research, and all kinds of things. Ethics and some of these things cannot be taught. People think that they can be taught in a classroom. But only models, role models like him can make you feel or make you learn by observing him. That is what is the greatness. I should not get into details of all those things for want of time. That's something which we have learned from him and which will remain forever as long as we live. These are very important qualities that we have imbibed from him. Although I was not his direct student, yes, in masters, but not a PhD student. Sometimes people try to ask me, are you his student? I say, no, I am his student, yes. May not have done PhD with him, but I have watched him closely. Although I was in a different lab, I watched him closely. That's the kind of greatness, sir. The qualities that you have imbibed in many of the people, maybe very few may not have that kind of association, but all of us, almost all of us have that close association with you, and that's where. And the last thing that I would like to mention is, even now, some of the things, starting from conventional botany to today to epigenetics he talks about. He understands, he discusses, and he brings about some issues related to epigenetics when he discusses with me. That's something which all of us have to are keeping in mind, that yes, if you keep your mind active, you can remain active. And that's what Professor Shah has shown us. Sir, on this occasion, we seek your blessings for myself, my family members, and for all of us sitting here, and your guidance and your values that you have inculcated in all of us will remain. But on everybody's behalf, I pray God that the remaining part of your life, we wish to see you healthy, happy, and living very, very happy with all your great-grandchildren like Krishna and others who are all there. Thank you very much. Thanks, my dear friends, for this opportunity. Thank you to the family members for this opportunity.
I invite Professor Raman Rao, sir.
the most respected teacher, a beloved teacher for all of us, Professor J.J.Shah sir. At the outset, I wish him I congratulate him for completing 99th years of his life, successful and very fruitful life, and entering into the 100th year. On this occasion, I wish him and I pray God to bless him with healthy and happy life ahead. And also I wish on this occasion, at the beginning only I am telling that, as Professor J.J. Patel sir said, we all may be again assembling to celebrate his 125th birthday celebrations. But we wish for that. And my association with him is more than 40 years I have been in association with him. I came to the department in the year 79 for doing my MSc, and thereafter I joined for PhD. Of course, it is a 2 years teaching to us during our MSc program. We have learned so many things, as Dr. Prof said. First thing is about the punctuality that has started from the day one onwards. I can still remember. And the other thing is the way of his teaching, very, very unique. I think even today, after 45 years also, I can remember the way he taught us plant anatomy. Of course, here we have a heterogeneous group. All of you may not be knowing the plant anatomy, but I would definitely assure you, if you listen to him for a few minutes, definitely you can understand what is plant anatomy. Even you bring a physicist fellow, he can understand by the time he leaves the room, he can understand what is plant anatomy. That is the way he used to teach subject of plant anatomy. And he used to give some kind of analogy that can be remembered forever. Even after 45 years, I still remember the quotation that he makes for comparing the phloem. He compares the phloem with ladies because phloem is delicate. And then he compares xylem with gents because phloem is rigid and strong. So that is the kind of analogy he used to make. And another one simple example also I will cite, which I remember even now. That is, he used to teach about the evolution of vessels. So the kind of analogy he used to make, how the fashion will be progressing and again how it is getting retrogressive. The pants, from the fashion will be, the bottom of the pant will be expanding, becoming bell bottom. And then gradually again coming, narrow, becoming skin tight. Same way ladies' sleeves, coming from here, coming down, coming down, no further can go, again going back, becoming sleeveless. This is the kind of analogy he made, and thereby we could understand how the vessel evolution is taking place, progressing and then getting retrogression. So that is the kind of unique kind of teaching he used to make us. We really enjoyed and also we remember. One more thing I would say that we used to make the class notes very punctually, very seriously and very religiously. And that notes, even after I became faculty there, when that subject I was to teach, I used to refer that. Even today I have preserved it. Today I forgot to bring it here, it is there in my thing. There, if you read the content that is presented in that notebook, you will feel that Professor Shah is sitting in front of you and he is talking. That is the way he used to give lectures very slowly, but he used to present the information up to date. We used to come with lot of slides and lot of information and lot of correspondence in the form of letters. He used to say that this is the letter I received from K. Esau, Chetra Esau. This is the letter I received from A. Fan. And this is the discussion we had on this subject. And the subject is related to what he is discussing on that day. In that context, he used to present often. So that means this kind of information sharing very latest and in this manner may not be, I think, possible with anybody. And as Dr. Prof said that he was so punctual, the time is time, minute to minute he will come. And similarly, at the end also we will wind up, just before ringing the bell, he wind up and he will be ready to leave the classroom. He will never exceed that time. And that is the kind of punctuality he maintained. And as we became faculty in the same department, we tried to inculcate that kind of culture. But I would say that without anything, without any hesitation, I confess that we tried, but we could do only 10% of whatever we imbibed from our teacher. We could transmit only 10% or 20% of it. So means we are not having that potential and that caliber to claim that we are now have reached to that level. I will never have that kind of feeling in my mind that we could reach in our lifetime to the level of to the potential of I wanted to share and I shared. And another thing is that I am very fortunate that I am close to him for each and everything. He used to remember me and he used to ask for some kind of some information or some kind of books from our library and all. And one more thing here I would like to share. He would be reading a lot of literature, that too very latest, very latest. And he would be having some article appeared in Scientific American. Maybe in the last fortnight issue it must have appeared. And he will be reading. And then he will call me and he will discuss on that issue. And also certain books he would be referring. As soon as it came into existence, a lot of information, he will ask me, Dr. Rao, this book is released, have you gone through it? If you have not gone through, you please go through it. And also you think for recommending it to your library. See the concern that he has. So that is the kind of loving and liking he has towards the subject. He is ever continuously reading even at this age also. And this is the reason I would call him as the walking encyclopedia. He has the multi, as Aparo said, he is talking about the epigenetics. He is having thorough knowledge, not only one subject, not confining to one or two other areas. He has multifaceted knowledge and that helped us, all the students who have undergone training under him, especially those students as Babu said and Subramanian sir said and J.M. Nair sir said, they are more benefited than other students, but even as MSc students we too have, and because of my continuous affiliation and attachment with him, I too got a lot of benefit. And I feel like he is like more than my father. I have that attachment and affection. And I pray God that God's blessings will be there for his healthy and happy life ahead. And to all his family members, my best wishes. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
We invite now Dr. A. Tulsidharan to express his gratitude.
My dearest Guruji, Guruji's family members, my teachers and colleagues. So many of the people was already spoke about the greatness of our Guruji. Now I don't want to go to a long speech or anything, but just one incident I would like to speak. Because I am coming from a very remote village of Kerala. When I completed my BSc with the first class in botany, one of the colleagues of my brother advised him not to send him to any colleges in Kerala, and he has said the reference of Professor J.J.Shah and the Department of Biosciences. And accordingly, I travelled from there and came to department. In fact, I came to department with Dr. Pandale, and when I reached the department, the list for the MSc admission has been put, and I didn't find my name. So I asked Dr. Pandale to have some recommendation to your guide to get an admission for me. Then he said, no Tulsidharan, you just directly go and meet. So you can expect that since I am coming from a remote village and first time I am going out of Kerala state, I was a little scared and in fact I was shivering to get into his room. Finally I have done it and went to him and I explained my condition that I am travelling from this much distance and other things. I didn't get an admission and other things. Then very in a compassionate and in a gentle way he was listening without telling anything, and then finally he said, I will give you admission. First you go and see that whether your application has received or not. If it is not received, go to university and get it. I will give you admission. And then I came out. The way he spoke to me in a very gentle, compassionate way and other things with his body language, I was coming out with a lot of inspiration and confidence and optimism. And I went to this department, the office I went,
And then I think the Suresh Bhai, he said, hey, Tera naam is there in the list. So I came back and said, see, then my surname was there. So then I went back and confirmed that it is my name only. So again I came back to sir and said thanks to him and other things. And that has given a very good inspiration and confidence on me. And thereafter, for any purpose, for any admission or any position or anything, I never went to a third party for a recommendation. I was doing it by myself. That was the confidence I got from him. And also whatever the achievement I made in my career and profession, it is because of his advice and training only. Even still I remember Apparao and Raman Rao has told everything in a very detailed way. I am not going to put that on. In fact, I also want to talk all these things. Even I observed his body language also. Whenever he is teaching, the method of teaching, the advice he used to give, the advice he is giving to how to give a good seminar. He used to ask, did you take any rehearsal in the room? You should go before the mirror and give a good rehearsal. Then only you come to the class to give a seminar. So I practiced it, and many times it has even helped me alone also. So these are the things. Always I used to, even now also, as Apparao and Raman Rao said, I still remember each word he taught us in the unplanned anatomy and other lectures. It was a very royal lecture. And even whatever he is followed, I am also followed. In fact, I was copied or I mimic with my students as well as my junior colleagues. I used to do it. That was the reason for my success and whatever the achievement I made in my profession also. So even now he inspired me to live beyond 100 years also, devoting some also. That's a great thing, and he is really a legend, a living legend. And another thing was, once I got an opportunity to spend a full day with him when he visited Trivandrum to visit this tropical botanical garden and research institute when Dr. D.M. Nair was the director of it. So throughout that day I was moving with him. I was the deputy director at Rubber Research Institute of India at that time. And throughout he was a very simple human being without thinking that he is such a great man and other things. He is always expressing his happiness, and he is also so proud of that all his students are in very good positions. He used to express that, he used to tell that thing. And I used to watch it to think about his body language also. It was just all these words were coming from the bottom of his heart. That was the great thing I observed with him. So with these words, let me, sir, I wish you many happy returns of the day with sound health, happiness, and peace of mind and prosperity. Sir,
now I invite Dr. Revati.
because I saw you.
I think all our batchmates will come together.
Oh, yeah, please. But all of you will not speak. All of you take flowers.
82, 84 batch, and please give your blessings to us.
Just wait.
Ladies first.
Just wait.
You were not ladies.
Please stand. Please stand.
Nair, you also go that side.
Yes. Just wait.
Okay. Huh? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Ready. Smile.
So Professor J.J.Shah, Professor J.J.Shah, all family members, my seniors and my guide Dr. J.D. Patel and my juniors. It's a privilege to be standing in front of you on this day, on this very special day, where our Professor J.J. Shah is celebrating his 100th birthday, or has just completed 99 years. And like all of you have said, we hope to be here to celebrate his 125th birthday. And like most of you have said, like Dr. Tulsidaran has just mentioned, that thanks to Professor J.J. Shah that he could join even, quite late. So I joined my first semester MSc after maybe 1.5 months of the session. And yes, I only have to thank Professor J.J. Shah for this from the bottom of my heart. And we wish you a very happy and a healthy life, sir, and hope to see you in the future also. Thank you.
Sir, good morning, sirs. On this auspicious occasion, sir, happy birthday on the centenary birthday of your day, sir, tomorrow. And on this occasion, I would like to share my one small experience. When I wanted admission in this university in 1982, I came to Vijayanagar and I could meet the professor, because already admissions were closed. One of my schoolmate and classmate, he was wondering for the last 4 days to get admission through some recommendations, and his seniors also blessed him, you will get it. So I thought I won't get it, because I will, let me meet and try myself. Sir asked me some questions related to biology. Okay, he took 15 to 20 minutes interview and told to come in the evening. Okay, sir. Again I went to evening. Sir also put some questions in the evening also. So now I will get selection, or I will be rejected. But sir told me come tomorrow morning. Second day. Okay, sir. Sir also asked some questions and asked me in the evening again. What is this? Sir is asking whether I will get it or shall I? If I do not get any response, third I will get out from this university, because I may get some other university, I thought. But third day again, sir asked me some other unrelated questions like, where are you from? And which district? Then, you know the Nagarjuna Sagar, how many gates are there? Do you know? And some other left canal, right canal, some other things also. All these things, why I am telling is, not only academic, some background of science knowledge, he is also asking some other questions relating, screening a person to get admission in the university is that much tough. So you think, to getting PhD from the sir, how much toughest thing it is very thing. That's why those who got doctorate through sir is really great personalities. So hats off to all of you. Sir, thank you very much for giving me the admission in this university. Because of that only, and I developed myself all types of skills, and I got so many admissions at the departments also, because of only your standards, your guidance, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
सभाय नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। A man who is walking in the darkness without jnana, by a cart, he will show the path for our eyes. That is the importance of shloka. And I was a student of Sardar Patel University from
1982 to 84. And later I joined as a teacher in the prominent AP residential junior colleges and retired from that place as a lecturer. And mainly I would like to say one thing. A poor teacher will tell. A poor teacher will tell. An average teacher will explain. A good teacher demonstrates. A great teacher inspires. So, he is a great teacher for all of us. We may got PhD, we may got MSc, but education is a brook. Men may come and men may go, but it will go on like our Professor Shah. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I invite Professor Anjana Desai to express her love and feelings for our Guru.
Respected Professor J.J.Shah, Dr. Mohandas, the organizer of the event, members of the organizing committee, members of the family of Professor Shah, friends, and many of the old students whom I met today, a very good morning to all of you. My association with Professor Shah, I would say my professional association with Professor Shah, although very short, dates back to 1977, when then the Department of Botany was transformed into Department of Biosciences. And myself with my husband, late Sri Dr. J.J.Shah, joined the department as a faculty member there. Both of us, it was just beginning of the academic career for both of us. So obviously we were quite enthusiastic about contributing to the science, to the teaching and to the research. And Professor Shah very wholeheartedly supported us in starting a full-fledged MSc and PhD program in microbiology. But for that, sir, it would not have been possible. And a very, very big thank you for that, sir. Although, sir, I have never been your student per se, in the sense that you never taught me any subjects per se, but I have learned a lot from you in other aspects. I had ample opportunity to observe you administering the department at different levels. And while that, what impressed me most, and still I remember that, was that with very cool head, used to conduct many departmental meetings with your colleagues, who were all, most of them were of your age, having different ideas and different thoughts than yours, but very coolly and patiently used to listen to them and conduct the meetings and convince them as per your ideas. So that was a learning experience for me. Specifically, at my parent department at MSU, the environment was totally different. So that way, it definitely was a learning experience for me. So, much has been said about your dynamic personality by many people, many of your students. Of course, you've been an excellent teacher, excellent researcher, and humble human being. What I would like to add was, as per my experience, that during my couple of visits at your residence after your retirement and after my retirement too, I remember you telling me that you got many rare books from British Council Library in Mumbai. You used to get it. So that shows that you have been a voracious reader, and hence I've given you that books. I'm sure you will love to read it. I also read a lot. You also have a good writing habits and writing ability. As I remember today also, sir, your neat notes put onto the circulars in the department. How neatly you used to put the notes onto the circulars. where I am very shabby at that, and that's why I really recollect the way you used to put some notes onto the circular. And I also remember you telling me during my some visits that you were invited to write a book on what Dr. Mohandas was mentioning about. I'm sure that book. And INSTA supported or sponsored that project. I'm sure that project came through. So that all this speaks about your ability of writing, reading, and also contributing to the science and education at this stage, much after your retirement. And that shows that because you've been keeping yourself so active, and that's the reason that you are today at this stage also you've been standing erectly. I have been blessed to have you as a mentor, together with my other guru, late Professor B.V. Modi. Both of you inspired me all throughout my academic career. Dr. Modi used to inspire me, guide me till his last breath. And he used to tell me that you conduct this meeting, you do this way, you do that way. So that is the way that I've been blessed to have you all, which has helped me in conducting my academic career. It has really helped me in that way. So I'm really thankful to you for that. So at this juncture I wish you all the best, and I pray that you continue contributing to your family, to the society, and to the education that you have been doing all these years. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
We invite Professor Ujjwal Trivedi to express his gratitude.
J.J.Shah sir, his family members and his extended family. Today I stand in front of you because I was a student of this department and then a faculty and today in charge of this department. I would call this department as Professor J.J.Shah's department. You all have a lot of memories about him. I joined this department as a student after Professor Shah retired. I have always found myself and thought myself very lucky to be a part of this department. But today, after listening to all of you, I felt I would have been luckier if I was born 10 years before. Our department is known because of Shah sir. You all know him because you have studied under him, but people like me who came to the department after he retired, I think it would be very interesting to tell in front of you how we were introduced to Professor J.J.Shah while he was not around. Many things were told about him, but I could put all that together in only one incident. We were told that people from our department would go to UGC, to Delhi, to funding agencies, to other universities for interviews, for symposia, for conferences, etc. And people would ask us, where are you from? And we would say, we are from Sardar Patel University. People would say, where is it? And if we give little bit more details, they, oh, we understand, you are from J.J.Shah's department. People are known by their institutes, but rarely would it happen that institutes are known because of people. And Professor Shah was one of those. Sir, on this occasion, on behalf of our department, on behalf of your department, I wish you all the best. At the same time, I seek blessings from you to bless your department for future. When I came here today morning, I know everybody knows Shah sir, but when I met him, I was astonished to know that he knew me by my name. Sir, I also seek your blessings to bless all of us over here with this sharp awareness and alertness that you have today, that we have the same alertness till the last day of our life. Wish you all the best. for information of everyone, this year PG Department of Biosciences is celebrating today onwards till 10th September 2024, doing various activities as Professor J.J.Shah's Centenary Celebration year.
Some people stand here. It's
From our Department of Botany, MS University.
Hey, vacation. Join them.
That was better, no?
Okay, thank you.
Respected शाह साहब, मैं उनका स्टूडेंट नहीं थे, लेकिन मैं गुजरात में आने का सोर्स वही है कि because my sister in Mumbai, she wrote a letter on my behalf to him way back in 1971. I told you that day. In 1971, my sister wrote a letter on my behalf, and the answer I got in Kerala, a remote village in Kerala. Then the answer was, which subject do you want? You want anatomy, algae, or taxonomy? Then I told him I would prefer algae because I didn't know, because I was a fresh MSc from Kerala. Then that was the source of attraction to Gujarat, because we were never heard of Baroda or Anand at that time. And then I got another letter from Baroda department saying that there is no scholarship here. Then I thought, let me go and meet Shah Sahab at least. And on my way to Anand, I got down in Baroda, went to the department accidentally, and then they offered me a scholarship. And that is why I could meet him only much later for one of my interviews in Reader Post, way back. And then after my retirement, I started pharmaceuticals. When I was in the department also, he used to come there, he was the visiting scientist there. And then I went to pharmaceutical, and he was the source of inspiration. And sometimes we used to discuss about medicines. And for one of my products, for launching the product, he was there, he was the president. And I used to write in Facebook. Invariably, we used to get in tussle because I told him that there is life and there is a soul for plants. He will never agree to that. One time he fired me like anything.
how can you show it? Then later onwards I got a few data on that. With that I used to go to him, we used to discuss, and sir, even after tomorrow in your 100th year I will come and disturb you with discussions. Hope you will appreciate. Thank you, sir. All the best.
Now we invite Professor Krishnaya, the head Department of Botany, MS University.
Students, and he is the first student of our department, and on the PhD list anytime you can see Dr. J.J.Shah in our department. All of his own students have felicitated him to the best of my understanding at least 3 times. One when he retired about, and second one at Centenary University with Professor Apparo, that is the second one, and this is the third one. For any kind of academician, having this kind of gathering and felicitation by his own students is one of a kind. At least for me, addressing the gathering is a lifetime achievement I personally feel about, and it is very great, and it's a big honor for the professor for the kind of contribution he had done about for academic work, and he is referred as the Doyen of Plant Sciences across and an authority in plant sciences. Sir, we seek your blessings from Botany Department of MS University. Thank you so much, sir, for giving and blessing us all the time. Thank you, sir.
Invite Professor Vinay Ravle.
Very good morning. Today it is really honor for me to speak in front of all this august gathering. I seek the blessings from Professor Shah, and at the same time I am inviting all the colleagues from the department to be with me to present him a one tree sapling, that is Polyalthea cerasordis. So please, all the staff members, please join me. Professor Shah's association with me is not direct. It is an indirect association, but I joined the way on the day, or you can say when the Suzy and Purkishan has already started their own PhD program. At the same time, I have initiated my PhD program, and from that day onwards, I am already associated with him. So I seek the blessings from him for us, and please guide us, because when you want to say Guru, गुरु बिना ज्ञान नहीं, गुरु बिना अज्ञान का अंधेरा दूर नहीं होता है, और गुरु के बिना प्रेम और अहम भाव भी कहाँ खत्म नहीं होता है। तो गुरु जब शिष्य को सब अपना गुरूर खत्म करने की बात करते हैं, उसे हम गुरु कहते हैं। और जहाँ सर ने हमारा गुरूर खत्म करने की जो ज्ञान दिया, उसके हिसाब से आज हम यहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं। Thank you very much, sir.
To express his feeling for sir.
Namaskar to my Guruji and his family and all my young friends. I came over here as a student of 20 years to see my Guru of 50 years. He taught me only in 2 semesters. Really, I was blessed. I proudly to say, I am the only person from Sardar Patel University from last 43 years getting blessings of my Guru, even though I am not his research student. I want to tell many things, my feelings, but my heart has no mouth to express. But mouth has no heart to feel the same. Thank you, all of you. Sir, and healthy, further, more progress and to bless us. Thank you, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Gopal sir.
Dear friends and respected Guru, my pranams to you, sir. You are a Vishwaguru in true sense. Your students are everywhere in the entire world. Today, whatever I am, it is because of your blessings. I am in NCRT working from last 35 years. I retired as a professor in botany and institute head as a dean of instruction. I retired from NCRT, sir. It is all your blessing. One day you told in the thing I came to do, I am your student. You are in South Gujarat University when I was a student of plant anatomy. You are my examiner. With Parabia, I was a student and you are my examiner. Then Vijay Tanki was your student, my teacher. So I have so much association. I came to do PhD with you, but then when I faced the interview, you said, Gopal, your father Rao wrote a letter to me, and here there is no vacancy. I will show you something which you may be interested. This is your kindness, sir. You are a humane professor. There was no professor, there is no comparison to you. You are always very good to students. Every problem is your problem. You see everybody's welfare is your welfare. Such a great personality to have a guru like you. We are all fortunate to have you, sir. And on this day, Kalpesh Bhai was very, at that time he was also young, we were all young, we used to play. I have a lot of memories of that, and Shasa family, and I wish 100th birthday will be a grand success. Thank you.
I invite Dr. Bhuvendra Nair to express his gratitude.
എൻ്റെ നമസ്കാരം നമ്മുടെ ഗുരുജിക്ക് ഇനി വരുന്ന ഒരു വർഷം കൂടെ ജീവിക്കണമെന്ന് ഞാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നു. പിന്നെ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് തന്നെ പറയട്ടെ, ഡോക്ടർ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഐ വാണ്ട് ടു എക്സ്പ്രസ് ഗ്രാറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ് ടു ഡോക്ടർ മോഹൻദാസ് ആൻഡ് യുവർ ടീം who has arranged all these things very nicely. And I want to say that when I joined, I am not a student of Dr. Guruji, which means grandchildren, student. His student's student, which Dr. J.J. Patel is my guide, that is his student. From him I got PhD, so I am very much grateful to you, sir. That is another thing. So when I joined, I wanted to express something here. When I joined, I met first time our Professor Shah, and I went there. I joined. He was simply asking from where you came from. I told I am from Madurai Kamara University. I completed MSc. And I was talking. Okay, he simply saying. After that, never he asked about what is work you are going to do. Usually, I met some professor or director or somebody. Even they, what happened? MSc, you have how much marks and what you are going to do in PhD? What work you are going to do PhD? But he never asked throughout my career. Whenever I met him, he simply laughed, and whatever I ask, he will give me. Such a polite person he was. So that's why I appreciate my Guruji, Dr. J.J. Patel, J.J.Shah, and all these things. So another thing, I wanted to tell one thing. So I am from a remote in Kanyakumari, the south end. So when I told my children, family, that my Professor Guruji is 100 years completing tomorrow, and I want to meet my Professor Dr. J.D. Patel. Then I told them how to work. From Kanyakumari you have to go to Gujarat. What is this at this age? What you are doing? Then my children told, no, you should go. Because of you only we are here. So they told me. So I thought that is good. But of course, after MSc, I completed, I should have got some other job. But this is a turn in my life. What they have appreciated me to come here and to do something. Because what I have seen is my experience. This is, I may be wrong, please forgive me. SP University, when I came here, more than here is sitting, I think more than 90% are from South, either from Kerala or Tamil Nadu. How many Gujaratis? Gujarati people are here. You see, their Professor J.J.Shah and J.D. Patel team, during that time, what I observed was, more than all these students or PhD are from South. They worked hard for us, for South people. In how many universities you can see this? Any university you can see in Kerala, Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh, anywhere you can see any Gujarati. I have studied so many schools and no Gujarati has studied with me or worked with me. No people. That made proud me. That's why I accepted my children's advice. And a small, simple, they are very noble, simple and broad-minded. That's why my experience is, what my family also told. Another thing, one important instance I will tell you. When I joined in 1981, I stayed in Nehru hostel. I saw some backside of the hostel, I am not a part of any political party organization. Some RSS people were simply doing this thing there. One Deshpande, I don't know, he was a young boy, 15 years younger to me. And he was in my place, my friends are doing this type of these things. So I used to go and watch him. And he called me, where from here? I am from Kanyakumari. What you are doing? This is Rashtriya, so something like that. Then he told, then I was sometimes go and watch what they are doing. My friends were doing same thing there in my place. So I wanted to see that what they wanted to do. And we are doing all these things. One day, friends wrote me, there is some problem in my area, you please tell him. I told that there's one boy who was just 10 years less to me, is a Gujarati person. And he told me, if you want, we will meet you the Super head. Who was the head at that time, Dr. Davis or something. He was the Super of the organization. And what happened? He is not there now. Then he told me, you come, he is coming in Ahmedabad. I was 24 years old, 40 years back. He told me he is coming in Dr. Davis, he was the Super. During that time only, 95% of the India villages got this organization. The political party came to power during that time only, his period only. He is no more now. Then he told me, you come. I was very young, 24 days, I was maybe 15 years old. Then he took me to Ahmedabad. First time I am visiting Ahmedabad. Then I stayed in a room, a small house. Dr. Hedgever Bhavan. That time no mobile, nothing, something like that. So I could not note down what is the date and the time, everything. Night we traveled by bus. He took me to a Hedgever Bhavan in Ahmedabad. And I slept there, I was sleeping there, and one big car. Nowadays, in my village there was no car, and one big car with AC car from somebody came that house. They took me. I don't know the person also. They took me a Gujarat from maybe some businessman, a big car, AC car. That time AC car, he took me. I went to somebody's house in Ahmedabad. I don't know who is that person now. I don't remember. I went there. They gave me some little cup of water. And juice also. First they give me water, then this juice also. Then I saw a person with a dhoti and sitting in some old woman in the room. He took me there. So I was closely sitting with him and talking something. And he told many things. I don't want to disclose these things. This is the chance I got. Meantime, while returning, I think later I checked that it is in Maninagar. Ahmedabad, Maninagar. I saw somebody, some two people were moving here and there. Then I asked that, who are they? He told one is Narendra Bhai, another one is on Patelji. So later I slept with them that night in Maninagar in Ahmedabad. Now this is a big multi-story building. So later I came to know the person who was sleeping with me in the same room is the Prime Minister of India, who is become the wedding. So that is the people, how this Gujarati people how they are noble, how they are simple, humble and helpful. That's what I learned from them. Okay, the time is over.
Now I invite Professor Joy Joseph, who has been eagerly waiting remotely in Kerala to express his love and feelings for Sir. Sir.
Namaste, my dear and most respected sir. I won't take more than 1 minute. I know the urgency of public meeting. Myself, Joy P. Joseph, PhD student of Professor Shah. In the chronological order, I occupy the 30th number in the list. And I take this opportunity to wish my most loved and respected sir many, many happy returns of the day. And I wish you to be with us for many other years too, with full of happiness and health as you are now. I worked in that project, All India Coordinator Project on Goyuri, the Professor Apara was talking about. And I thank you, Apara, for declining that offer which Professor Shah has extended to you. Otherwise, my future would have been, I can just imagine what would have been. So I am very thankful. My mind is full of love, affection and gratitude to you, sir. Because it's going to be more than 35 years since I left Vidyanagar. And always, every week or every month, the thought is creeping into my mind. And for the last 1 month, I think I was undergoing retrogressive aging, because the flashbacks were so strong, my thoughts were fully occupied by my Guru, Professor Shah, and about Vidyanagar. So thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you, sir.
I now invite Dr. Murukeshan, my twin colleague, who in the list of PhD students are the last students to be guided by Professor J.J.Shah.
Good morning everyone, good afternoon everyone. Shah sir, happy birthday. I'm not repeating what my emotions or feelings or thoughts I have written in the compendium, except I'll take a couple of minutes to tell about an incident which has happened during my PhD career actually. It was one of those days when we used to prepare the slides and then wait for Shah sir to come and then we show him those slides actually. So we prepared these slides. So one of those days Shah sir asked, what do you want to show? So I was trying to explain few things actually. Then he asked me, why do you think so? I said, I think so. That was my answer. Then he just smiled and told me, well, you can think that you are in heaven, but if you want others to believe, we have to show the evidence. Let's see the slide anyway. So we went to the microscopy room and started observing the slides, and then after a couple of minutes he said, something curious. Can we have a drop of immersion oil to see the slide in high power? Unfortunately, we didn't have a drop of immersion oil at that time. But we knew that another faculty who had another microscope has that immersion oil. Why don't you go and ask? I went and asked. I knew that the politics was such that I didn't get that immersion oil actually. So I came back and then was disappointed. I could see that disappointment on Shah sir's face also at that time. He paused for a while and then he said, why don't you go to zoology department and ask Professor Bonipaila, tell my name. So I went there and Professor Bonipaila was very generous and he said, you can take this bottle. So he gave me the whole bottle. So here I come just like Hanumanji with the mountain, very happy. So I brought the oil and we started observing the slides, and then after a couple of minutes Shah sir turned like this one and he said, well, research is something like what others have seen, but not thought what others have thought, or to think what others have not thought. There is something in this slide. And then he said, okay, right away you can return this immersion oil bottle. So I went back and returned the bottle and then came back to the lab. Then we were sitting, then Shah sir said, Murugesham, this is a lesson for you. If you survive in this kind of condition, in this kind of situation, you can survive anywhere in the world. Since then, after completion of my PhD, I traveled more than 50 countries so far as part of my work. Travel-wise or otherwise, I faced so many challenges. And past 23 years, I am living in a very small island in the Pacific, very challenging conditions. And every day, that words resonates in my mind. And Nayar said that I came from a long way. It's true. That's the vastness of the Pacific Ocean. If you circle across the equator, 40% of your time will be taking just to cross the equator on the Pacific Ocean. My travel time was about 24 hours and flight time was about 16 plus hours. But that's nothing when I saw the smiling face on Shasa's face this morning. Thank you, sir. I am very fortunate to be educated by you, profiting from your thoughts of scientific enterprise. And may the coming year be filled with love, respect, and the gratitude of all those lives you have touched. With my profound gratitude and heartfelt congratulations. Thank you very much.
Myself, Professor Susie Albert, the last student of Professor J.J.Shah. So I thought it would be apt to speak at the end. I just want to, I take this opportunity just to thank Sir for mentoring me. As I recount my experiences with you, Sir, I remember how you have been instrumental in shaping my career. Thank you for always being a guiding light in my life and my entire career. You have in fact been a source of inspiration and guidance for me. I consider myself extremely fortunate to have had the chance to be mentored by you, sir, for more than now 35 years with a regular interaction with him. In fact, much of whom I am today as a teacher is deeply rooted in the teachings which I have received from Sir 35 years ago as a research scholar and followed by that as a teacher in the making. Sir, your mentorship and unwavering support has been instrumental in shaping not only my research work but also my progress as a mentor and a teacher. I take this opportunity also to thank Kalpesh sir, who has immensely, along with Shah sir, supported me to carry out my students' research program on the diversity of date palm in Kutch. Thank you, sir. Sir, I wish you a very happy centenary year. May your days continue to be filled with joy and laughter. Thank you, sir. Now I invite Dr. Ami Padiyar to read the message which has been sent by Secretary Sreshtajan Parivar Trust, where Professor J.J.Shah has been a very active member.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. Dr. Jaysukh Shah is backbone and one of the pillars of the senior citizen organization of Sreshtajan Parivar Trust, Bapu Udyan, Samta area since its inception in the year 2004. He showed his full vision in establishing the trust and rules and regulation of the same. He had been a trustee and a settler of the trust for nearly about more than 7 years. He, with his knowledge and experience, built the good image of the trust by providing excellent facility of walking track, music system, green and clean ecosystem with lush green trees, flowers and children's playing area, etc. in the Bapu Udyan, thus making Bapu Udyan one of the best garden and only garden in the Samta area for public. He was very regular in attending the members' weekly meetings and deliberating his vast knowledge in the field of biology and physiology subject which were highly appreciated by the members. Whenever the trust faced any difficulties, he stood behind with the trust by giving valuable suggestions and helping in all the aspects. He has remained as a true Sankat Mochan in the all Sankats faced by the trust. Many a times he has given monetary and legal helps for the benefit of the trust. We have great respect and gratitude for such a simple living freedom fighter, very knowledgeable, kind-hearted and guiding personality with our trust. On the verge of the entering a century year tomorrow, we wish him a great health and seek blessings for the years to come. Thank you.
If there are any others who would like to express their love and gratitude to our Guruji, may please come forward.
There should not be any complaints after that we did not give you space for speaking. So if there are people to speak, I think Professor Arya and please do that.
I thank organizers for giving me the opportunity, and all of us are here. I will say that we are blessed and we hope that Sir will leave us to bless us for many, many more years. I have only just to tell you one thing. When I met Sir with my son, I know how he became freedom fighter. He said he was told by his mother and father, if you have to fight for the country, you leave the house. You work for the country because we will be disturbed. Otherwise, you read, you do your work, you be quiet in a study, and you live in the home peacefully. So, how J.J.Shah was made J.J.Shah should be known to all of us, and what he has done in academic field, I have no words to say. Thank you, sir.
Sir, student of botany, 72-74 batch. May I request Mayuri Bell, as a student of botany, 1972 and 74 batch, also should join me and take lessons. And friends. Sir, a guru is not only one who teaches the material objects, and also who actually takes along with you far beyond the material objects. So you are one among them, sir, we believe. And also you have your behavior, your exemplary behavior, and also your acharana. All this exemplary behavior and acharana make you easy. See, the Guru Parampara, the trust between a student and the teacher, you have inculcated in this. I take a small 1 minute, Professor. I think you remember my batchmate, Mr. P. Koteswara. His handwriting is a little bit difficult to understand. When he writes his exam, you used to call him and ask to read it. Whatever he writes, whether it is, and also that boy is my colleague. He reads only whatever he writes. If he reads wrong, he reads only wrong. And also if he reads right, he never sing on anything beyond his thing. And that is the trust Guru has on a Shishya. And that is the honesty we have. That is what we know in Tattva. Beyond that, sir, we, with all humility, fervor, and love and affection on you, and also we request, we pray God to shower to shower all His kindness to have a healthy life. That is what we.
Respected my Guru on the dais and other gentlemen on the dais and my friends of the dais. My name is K. Satyanarayana. I am from Hyderabad and the student of 73-75. I am not a PhD student, so I have very less experiences with our Guru, but they are very deep. So I will explain one or two. I don't take much time of you. First time I came to this university during 1972, but I didn't get seat here. Unfortunately, the marks of what I got in degree, the people who came admission, they are more. So I approached J.J.Shah and he said no. So then I went to my home, but I decided anyhow, by any means, I have to come this university and want to complete my MSc. So again, 1 year I spent there, I studied B.Ed, and next year I came with an opinion that if I don't get MSc seat, I want to sit in Padmasana in the room of J.J.Shah until he will admit me. So fortunately, with my surprise, as soon as I entered into his room, sir, I came last year. So he said simply, this year I will give you, I will admit you. Nothing more. These are the words. So I kept it in my mind. And then my study line in my hand is very short rather than my problems. So that's why I couldn't do PhD anyway. But one experience, how my problems were in one experience I will tell you. When I was a student of this Vidyanagar, one day I felt sick. My friend hired a cycle and he wants to be taken to the hospital. So I sat in front of the cycle and my friend is cycling. After reaching 10 feet from the Nehru Hall, the front wheel of the cycle is broken. Again I fell. I was sick, again I fell. I am very much thankful to J.D. Patel sir, who took me to the Anand hospital and had the bandage. Till the end of that, he took me very much care. Thank you, sir. So now I am not a PhD student, but now I am going to do a PhD as a Ekalavya, how to attain 99 years under the guidance of J.J.Shah. And I brought a photo and the same will be keeping my home. By looking this, I will do my PhD how to attain 99 years. And as a tradition, I brought Ganga Jal to wash my Guru's feet and sprinkle this. But the time does not permit me, so I will give this one to my son. I request my wife, please come.
We now invite Professor Ujjwal Trivedi, Head Department of Sardar Patel University, Professor N.S.R. Krishnaya, Head Department of Botany, and Professor Venkaya to release the compendium dedicated to Professor J.J.Shah, a compilation lovingly prepared by his students and admirers. Former Vice Chancellor, Central University of Hyderabad, who will receive the compendium and hand it over to our Guruji.
Sir, show me this side. That's like, sir, you also join. Okay, okay. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay.
Compendium.
What about hard copy? We cannot give to all the people, so you can, I'll send you the soft copy, you take a hard copy. Please.
I'm really fortunate that Professor Nair has given me this honor to receive this compendium from the three people, specialists who have really given this to me, and handing over this compendium to Professor. It's a real honor to me. I felt so happy about it, and thanks to Professor G.M. Nair for it.
Thank you.
The reason I remember about this is, there's a very important reason behind it. Long ago, almost a decade back, I was not Vice Chancellor of the university at that time. I was a professor in plant sciences. Professor J.J.Shah gave me another rarest of the rare honors, that the book that he has written, Plants in Sanskrit Literature, he has given me the biggest honor of my life, inviting me to Vallavidyanagar to release that book in Vallavidyanagar. And today I have this honor, and both of them are the real great things which I will remember for my life. Thank you so much.
As a token of appreciation to our Guruji and to make this occasion even more memorable, we request Professor J.D. Patel, Dr. M.N. Balakrishnan Nair, Professor Apparao, and all his admirers to join us in presenting a beautiful memento on behalf of all his students, admirers, and well-wishers. The memento is uniquely designed, loveliest person we have ever met in our life and career. Also, there is a star symbolizing the star performer in every sphere of his activities, including the freedom movement, and there is a wooden plate in which we have all put our love through signatures in indelible ink placed on the right, and the citation which is placed in the center with the best words to describe our legend. N.S.R. Krishnaya to kindly present a memento on behalf of the Department of Botany, the Maharaja Sayajigunj University of Baroda, expressing our deep respect and gratitude to Professor J.J. Shah.
This side, sir. Smile.
Official day, we'll be cutting the cake and making cherished memories.
Family members. Hi. अच्छा केक कटिंग है चलो अंकुर
According to Koreans.
A very happy birthday.
थोड़ा थोड़ा आवाज आता है थोड़ा आवाज सर थोड़ा आवाज आता है
Okay. Happy birthday to you, sir.
Long life to
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Bless you.
May God bless you.
Bless you.
Birthday to you. Response.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, dear. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you, dear. May God bless you, dear. Happy birthday to you, dear. Happy birthday, birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Often fall short. It is a rare privilege to stumble upon a single word that encapsulates the essence of enthusiasm, encouragement, inspiration, and motivation. A word that holds the power to ignite passions, to uplift spirits, and to fuel the fires of purpose. It is a word that is merely spoken but lived and embodied by a person whose name stands synonymous with these virtues. A single word to describe versatility, enthusiasm, encouragement, inspiration, and motivation is your name, dear sir. On behalf of all of us gathered here today, I invite our revered Guruji to bestow upon us his words of blessing and wisdom. Your words of wisdom would undoubtedly enrich this momentous gathering.
Friends, I do not know how I should address you, because there are students who have obtained their PhD degree under me. There are other friends who have known to me or who have studied under me. There are other invitees who have come here and play an important part in this function. I am terribly disturbed. I am emotionally disturbed because such an overwhelming honor, I would say, not honor, but love, affection and love which I have received from all of you. I do not know how I can give them back. At this age, I have nothing to offer you except my blessings. But I know I have received so much from you that I know that what I am today is not for me, is not for my sake, but you have worked for me. 30 students who got their PhD, they have labored hard and they have given me this prestige, this honor. I, on this occasion, give my prestige and honor to them because they have helped me. Whatever I received here, it is for them that I owe here. Namaskaram to them, and 100 namaskaram, because you have given me everything. But I know that whatever I have received here, it is for you that I am here. And I feel that if I have opportunity, I should see here and all of you should be sitting here. That will be the only honor that I can give to you. What else I can thank you. I am extremely very happy. I am thankful to you also for thanking my family members, inviting them also, and what else I can say. I am wonderful Higher citizen here. Very good place in which you blessed me here. Lot of thanks to you. Lot of thanks to you. And last, my namaskara. Lot of namaskara. I am happy. I am wonderfully happy. But I am emotionally very strong because I feel that what I have received so much that I didn't know about it. I never expected about it. But only thing I knew from my heart that whatever I will receive, it is for them, that is because I have received, not for anything else. I had nothing. I am not so good. I am not so fine. But you have been noble. You have been very fine. And you have been the noblest teacher and noblest students, so that I have received the best from you. This is your good wisdom. I feel very happy, very much.
Please give him a standing ovation for great words of wisdom. And I'm sure that these words will continue for us. Thank you, sir, and thank you all for witnessing this. And we have now Ankur.
We invite Ankur Shah, the proud grandson of Professor J.J.Shah, to say a few words in appreciation of the program. Presence and words would carry deep significance for all of us. The legacy of your family, marked by a profound commitment to education and the values upheld by Sir, has been truly inspiring for all of us.
Very good afternoon to all of you. On this momentous day, I take pride in representing my family to convey our heartfelt gratitude to all of you. Today is a special day for all of us, but for the family, your presence has made it extra special. Thank you for hosting us on the occasion of centenary year of your beloved Guru and my Dadaji. As a family, we are overwhelmed with limitless joy and gratitude for all the warmth, love, care and affection you have showered upon us. We are grateful to every thought, every word, every communication, every action, every decision, every effort, and every sacrifice that you all undertook to be here on this momentous day and make it memorable for all of us. We are deeply privileged and honored to witness and be amidst the highest order of present day Guru Bhakti Yoga and the selfless devotion towards Guru. Thank you for these life-determining lessons. May your presence today be the highest form of Guru Dakshina. As a family, we are humbled. I take this opportunity to quote an Ek Shloki composed by the Divine Guru, Sri Adi Shankaracharya. Kim Jyotis Tasva Bhanuman Hani Me Ratro Pradipakam Syadevam Ravi Deepa Darshana Vidau Kim Jyotira Vyahi Me Chakshus Tasya Nimilana Dismaye Kim Dirdayo Darshane Kim Tatra Mahato Bhavan Parmakam Jyotis Tasmi Prabhu. I shall translate this for you. This is a conversation between a guru and a shishya. Guru, what provides you with light? Shishya, by day the sun, by night a lamp. Guru, what is the light that sees the light? Shishya, the eye. Guru, what is the light that illumes the eye? Shishya, the intellect. Guru, what is it that knows the intellect? Shishya, it is I. Guru, therefore, you are the light of lights. Shishya, truly I am that. So thank you for being the light and bestow us with your love, affection and respect of being your family. We seek your blessings as I invoke my Dadaji's favorite shloka from the Upanishads. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Thank you so much and please bless the family always. I would also request my fellow family members to distribute amongst you a token of love and blessings from Dadaji. Kindly be seated where you are. My family would come to you and hand it over to you. I also would request you to be part of the celebrations of Dadaji's 100th birthday tomorrow and join us for lunch tomorrow at Hotel Sayaji at 12:30 p.m. at first floor. If convenient, we would love to have you for the celebrations of Professor Shah's 100th birthday tomorrow. Thank you very much and please do keep blessing us.
Thank you, Ankur Bhai, for those great words. I'm so happy, as I said, that at this young age he has grown big in ICICI Bank, and I'm sure that he has a lot of steps to go high, and we wish that you reach the top in the course of time. Wish you all the best, all the blessings from all these veteran people who have been, disciples of Professor J.J.Shah would be there with you to take you further in your career. Thank you very much and great.
Dr. S.V. Subramaniam to graciously deliver vote of thanks to our esteemed gathering, concluding this auspicious event with a heartful gratitude and appreciation.
Good afternoon. I am deeply honored to do this job. On behalf of the organization, I thank Professor Shah for taking his time to come and be with us on this lovely occasion, and we remember it in our lifetime. And we are thankful to all the Shah Sahab's family who made it convenient to attend this program, and because of their presence, I think this meeting today has gone is winding up beautifully. And I would like to thank the people who have organized it, especially Dr. Mohandas, Professor Mohandas, Professor Venkaya, and Professor Apparao, Professor Balakrishnan Nair, I think, to name a few. But no, this list goes endless because there are so many people, almost about 50 of his direct and indirect students are here, and it's difficult to take everybody's name in this particular occasion. And thanks to the Biosciences Department, Sardar Patel University, and Mr. Ujjwal Surya of the department to make it convenient to attend this and make this year as a centenary year, the centenary year as the Professor Shah's year in SPU, in the Biosciences Department. And we also want to thank the Department of Botany, MS University Vadodara, for supporting this cause, because Professor Shah once belonged to that place, but of course he belongs to everybody, not only to MSU or SPU or the entire country, to the all the educational fraternity. With this, I think I conclude this session.
Let us now join together in unity and pride to pay tribute to our country and its cherished ideals. Let us all together rise up and sing our national anthem, the power of which unites us and fills our heart with love for our country. And for making this program a memorable one, requesting all to join for a delightful lunch.